The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Courage is knowing what not to fear. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. The measure of a man is what he does with power. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Love is born into every human being. It calls back the halves of our original nature together. It tries to make one out of two and heal the wound of human nature. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and her culture. The just man is the happy man, and the unjust man is the miserable man. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. The excessive increase of anything causes a reaction in the opposite direction. The penalty good people pay for not being interested in politics is to be governed by people worse than themselves. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. An education obtained with money is worse than no education at all. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. The life which is unexamined is not worth living. Ideas are the source of all things. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Duty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Excess generally causes reaction. and produces a change in the opposite direction, whether it be in the seasons or in individuals or in governments. Opinions is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind.